So hi guys and welcome to the Singh's Perspective. So in this video I interview Radhakrishnan Chakyat from Pixel Viilage, which is one of India's finest YouTube channels on photography and cinematography. Radhakrishnan sir has 30 years of experience in the field of commercial photography. So it is going to be a great opportunity for us to interview such an amazing person. Sir, it's a great opportunity to be interviewing you.
Hey, thank you, Aman.
So, sir, अभी हम photography की बात करेंगे, but before that, I want to ask you, like, how do you manage to be so, like, cleanly dressed up? What's the reason behind this, like, dope personality? How do you manage to do that?
Oh, thank you for that. I'm happy to know that, you feel that I'm, dressed well.
Always looking dapper, sir.
Thank you very much. Maybe because you belong to a certain kind of profession where your appearance matters too. You're in a business where you meet advertising people, models, clients, where they may have seen your work, but they probably will also judge you by the way you are. So they don't get, people don't have too much time to kind of understand more about you. So they judge you by what they make out of, your appearance.
Yes.
Maybe it was there. There is no special effort gone into dressing in a certain way.
That's natural.
That'll be a bit too much to say that it can come naturally. But yes, I give importance. I don't have too much of preferences. I just want it to be. I don't like flashy clothes. I would like to wear as subdued clothes as possible. This probably may be the flashiest color that I have.
Yeah. Now let's come to the photography part of it. While I was going through your about section on your website, I figured out that earlier you were studying chemistry, and then there was a switch from chemistry to camera. If you could elaborate on that.
About the chemistry with the camera.
Yeah.
So, you're talking about something like 35 years back, something during which time photography was a very unknown profession. There were very few people in advertising, commercial photography, and I always wanted to do a commercial. But prior to that, I come from a small village which is very culturally oriented, and I happen to have a lot of people, a lot of friends who are culturally very active. One, in my own house, my grandfather was an artist. My grandfather's father was an artist. So maybe because of the sheer transfer of DNA from, through generations, you had an inclination towards art and related subjects. I used to draw, but our economic situations were not so good that I can even think of doing photography. But I had lots of friends who loaned me a camera. So I used to borrow a camera. They would also give me a roll of film. Then I would shoot, weddings, birthdays in relatives and friends' places. And camera was a rare commodity in those days, So, people started liking it. I started gaining some confidence in what I did. Of course, photography was very different in those days. A wedding was done in, 12 frames.
Oh.
Those TLRs used to have 12 frames in them. So you have to finish one wedding in 12 frames. Here now, I don't think you even do a group shot in 12 frames. You go like, and that itself is like a 20 frame. So I come from that backdrop, got into photography. People started liking it, and they started even paying me for the work. Then I thought maybe it is. Then of course I was a chemistry student, but very bad in mathematics. So though chemistry was okay, maths was very, very bad. So I dropped out of college, and photography was an excuse to get out of that place, and went to Bombay. Worked with senior photographers. So I happened to. I consider myself lucky to get introduced to some great photographers. So I got this opportunity to work with Rafiq Syed, who's still a practicing photographer, a fine art photographer, great fashion photographer, beyond all that, great human being. Then Rafiq Elias subsequently, who's again a great human being. So I joke when I talk about them. They're amazing people. So I worked with them. They gave me an opportunity to work with them. That would be a better way to put it. And I worked with them and learned. Learning was very different in those days. When you work with them, you are supposed to learn. You learn by observing. They were great teachers who will put you in. They'll actually throw you in the middle of the situation, and you are supposed to figure it out. That's how learning used to be in those days. And Israr Qureshi, another great photographer. So under their wings, I kind of learned whatever I could learn. And in 2000, I branched out and started my own photography. So it took me about 11 years to take my first commercial shot.
When you were apprentice, at that time, what was that one trait that you learned that you have still with you?
Well, very simple. There are no shortcuts to success. Okay, so I'm still striving for that. Okay, and every day is learning. Every moment is learning. While we were discussing, I'm at the same time learning something. So, to stay grounded, keep your mind and ears and everything open so that you are ready to accept more information as they come in, process them, use what you need and throw out what you don't need. That's what I learned from all these people.
Yeah, I have also heard a quote which says that you should use all the data points but interpret it accordingly.
Absolutely.
But you should be open to
You should be open. If only the windows and doors are open, only then fresh air will come in. Yeah. You can switch on the air conditioner, isolate you from the rest of the world and think that you're the most comfortable person. That's also a point of view, but probably it is not the most appropriate way to go about.
So, when did Pixel Viilage come into the frame?
Okay, so I've been a commercial, practicing commercial photographer from 2000, so 19 years. And in around about 2012-13, I've been a Nikon user. So,
same.
Yeah, so I can see a Nikon there. So Nikon offered me the NPS badge, which is only by invitation in India. Subsequently, they took me on as a mentor, and then later gave me an ambassador position. So I was a Nikon user and ambassador till the end of this 2018, and in that process, I realized that there is so many people around who actually is looking for photography education.
Yeah.
Leave alone photography, even a primary education in this country is, very valuable, very difficult to get. It is, difficult to get in the sense it's not easily available. A good education is not easily available. And when it comes to special skill education like photography, it's very rare. And plus expensive too. So I thought there is, there's a need for photography education. So we started this. I stopped pursuing active commercial photography and got into Pixel Viilage. I closed down my, my company at least, but I do photography as and when I get a call. But I don't pursue it now. I don't go asking for work. I don't go showing my portfolio around. We started Pixel Viilage with an objective to share. I'm not saying I am here to teach people. No, I am here to share what I know. I am here to bring in a syndicate of photographers and make their knowledge available or understanding available on a place. So, I'm working towards that. But to begin with, we started this YouTube channel. We registered it in the beginning of 2016, but I was, shooting bricks. I've never been, there are so many limitations that I had, which I was very aware of, because of which I did not do any videos till the September of 2016. and then we started doing videos slowly, and we actually celebrated the first 500 subscriptions. When we got 1,000, we actually went to a restaurant and had a small treat celebration, 1,000 subscribers. Because I never thought that so many people will listen to me. But now, as we speak, we are nearing 300,000 subscribers in.
And you are also creator on the rise from YouTube. Yeah.
Well, pure accident.
From a feeling about the limitation to then becoming creator on the rise.
Yeah, so YouTube India decided that I'm sure they have their own way of evaluating somebody's work. I'm really happy. I'm pleasantly surprised too that we were given that that particular position, so to speak, or recognition, so to speak. So yeah, I'm in a very excited mood. I'm on a kind of full on, because I realize that it's only a matter of getting down and doing it. I don't think there's no point in sitting at home doubting your capability. I still don't think. I still wonder how I got it. How we got it. I would say how we got it, because it's not just me alone. There are 4 other guys who are working day in day out to get these videos out there. There are so many agencies supporting us. Sending us review products and guiding us in a certain way and things like that. So yeah, it's a collective effort. And I'm really excited and looking forward to it. Yeah.
So definitely, it is like really helping others. आज भी हम यहाँ पे देख रहे थे, there are like a lot of people who are coming to you and asking. और internet पे भी लोग are looking for stuff.
Correct. So my day starts at like 6 in the morning. So I am accessible. I distribute my number very freely with people. Yeah. So I get calls, I get WhatsApp messages, I'm on Messenger, Insta and Facebook. So I need to answer. I don't know how long I can continue to do it, but I am ready to do it because continue meaning after one point it'll become humanly impossible to answer so many people. Yeah. Hopefully we'll have a solution by then because we're working towards that.
Your most viewed video is of mobile photography.
Correct.
And we can see like in mobile photography, new phones are coming and phones also have great capability. So what is your take on that?
Okay. So there's a popular saying in the photography world that digital cameras democratized photography. Yeah. Till then, you need a film, and only select few, a fortunate few had the capability to do that. But digital broke it. But real democratic revolution that came through mobile phones. Now you have children running around the wedding hall with a 40 megapixel mobile phone taking pictures.
And also portrait mode they're taking.
Exactly. So they are aware, they know what is a portrait, they know what a speed is, they know what is underexposure, they know what is color saturation. Yeah. So it has only helped. Yes, I know what you are asking. There are lots of photographers saying that abhi mobile aa gaya, वो सब photography बोल के कर रहा है, but वो उनको मालूम नहीं है क्या photography. Well, I don't think you should look at it in that point of view. Instead, use that energy and effort and all that to up your game instead of complaining about an opportunity. Yeah, correct? That's one. Like it or not, mobile photography is here to stay. Yeah. It's only going to improve as the days go by. So why I should not, as a responsible individual, should not isolate them. Whatever little application that you can do from traditional conventional photography principles, whatever I have learned from traditional advertising, conventional photography principles, I should share that understanding with the mobile photographer who's serious, who's also earning a lot of money, acclaim, fame, everything, and they are also doing what they like. Yeah. Probably at 21, I was fortunate enough to take that choice, to pursue my choice of interest, but many people don't have that
that opportunity to do.
And that, say 30 years back, they never had. Okay, now, by virtue of a mobile phone, lots of people are traveling, lots of people are writing, a lot of people are vlogging, blogging, doing whatever they feel like, depending on just a mobile phone. And lots of corporates are supporting them too. Open the Instagram and you have half a dozen examples in like no
They keep
time.
on getting brand deals and
Absolutely.
stuff.
There are people traveling the whole world without spending a single pie from their pocket, enjoying life, seeing new life, creating visuals, stories, everything. So if you know how to tell a story, there's no better time than like I said in the previous thing, there's no better time to be creative than now.
Definitely. So sir, like as we can see, mobile photography is growing so much, and so it's like everybody can take a good picture. So what differentiates a professional photographer then? So what they'll say that, what do you bring to the table then?
So when you say professional, if someone has converted photography as a vocation to earn his living, that's when he becomes a professional. Till then, he is either a hobbyist, amateur, or whatever. So he can be a still life photographer, a wedding photographer, a commercial photographer, aerial photographer, anything. As long as that's his primary profession, he is a professional photographer. But generally, people think that you need to be an advertising photographer to be a professional photographer, which is not true. So, if you are I don't think anything should stop you from believing that you cannot become a professional photographer. There are avenues, there are opportunities. I think you should just go ahead and pursue it. Yeah. Even if it is a mobile phone photographer, there is still, because bloggers, food bloggers, they require a good mobile phone. That's all they need.
Well, it's important to tell a better story. The composition matters.
So if it is combined with a good visual, better.
So sir, being a photographer and like generally, because of social media, like everybody is into that like mindset of hustle. Let's do it. Chalo kare. But at times, ऐसा होता है कि we are not able to balance our life and our profession.
Correct.
So what's your mantra for that?
Well, I think it's a law. I think it's a law of nature. If everybody becomes photographer, what will they all do? So I don't think everyone will become a photographer. People will try, only some will, it's like that. I'm forgetting that turtle. There's a turtle, the mother turtle comes, lays eggs on the seashore and she goes away. The baby turtle, the turtles, the babies come out of the egg, then they are swimming back to some 3,000-4,000 kilometers through a sea which they've never been. They were just born. Not all of them make it to the other side, but they make it.
Yeah.
They just follow their intuitions.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have to take an example from the nature, there's no harm in trying. You should try, definitely try, but not all will make it. You need to be healthy, you need to be focused, you need to be creative, you need to do everything that is required to be able to reach your target. It is not just in photography, for anything. You go to, even if you are a lift operator or a taxi driver, there is still scope to be a creative person.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why you call one taxi guy every time you want to go somewhere, because you like that person. And the conversation that you have during the journey will make that journey very
it's about
interesting.
that experience that comes.
Absolutely.
So guys, now it's time for the rapid fire round. Sir, इसमें मैं आपसे random question पूछूंगा. Let's see. So sir, first of all,
This is coffee with Aman.
yeah, you can say that. Yeah. A DSLR or mirrorless? Your choice.
Both.
Favorite thing apart from photography?
Automobiles.
Automobiles. Which company do you follow the most?
Oh, I call Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes. Okay, Mercedes. So, who's your biggest motivation?
Biggest motivation? Well, just hope that I can do better tomorrow.
Okay. So, when are you most productive?
When I am excited, happy, interested.
When you have that kick?
Yeah.
Your first camera?
It's a Zenith, a Russian camera with a manual lens. That was my first camera.
Okay.
Oh, no, in fact, my first camera was a point and shoot Canon film camera, which my father gave me That was the first camera. But I was not happy with a point and shoot camera, so I quietly went and sold that and bought Zenith. So
That is like your first kind
So
of first.
technically, it's the Canon point and shoot, but in terms of a proper camera, it was Zenith.
In the end, like many people, many youngsters, when they see your video, they want to be like you. So what is your like tip for that? Being on the other side.
Well, do it at your own risk. I don't know whether somebody should follow me at all, because everyone will have your own journey to take. Of course, it is nice to have a target, an ideal to follow. I don't think I am qualified enough to be that yet. If you think I am, thank you very much. I'm really happy to hear that. But yeah, make a beginning. On the way, you will find your own path. Just stick to it. That's it.
Okay, so means keep on going.
Absolutely.
Rasta mil jayega.
No, also, so there's this famous saying, right? Journey is the reward. It's not the destination. Yeah. Yeah.
So sir, in the end, where can somebody find you? अपने channel के बारे में and future projects के बारे में.
Sure. So, my name is Radhakrishnan from Pixel Viilage, and you can find me on Pixel Viilage, which is Pixel Viilage with Viilage. It's not a spelling mistake. I met a numerologist on my way to naming my channel, so it's Pixel Viilage. You can the Pixel Viilage website is under construction. It'll be up soon. We will intimate you. We have an Insta channel, Pixel Viilage Insta. And we have an FB page, so please follow us on that channel. And
Sir,
thank you.
आपकी बात मान लेंगे सर, हमारे चैनल को भी सब्सक्राइब करने को बोल दो.
Okay. Please follow Aman if you want to listen to him. Follow his channel, Singh's Perspective. So all the very best for your channel, yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your generosity कि सर इतना अपने इतने बिजी टाइम में से भी टाइम निकाला and you're giving us this opportunity कि आपसे
You're welcome.
15 मिनट भी सर हम बात कर पा रहे हैं.
You're welcome anytime. Thank you.